another episode of the Disability Show live. This week, I want to talk to you about rope drop tips. So, rope drop is key if you want to get an early morning start on the big rides. We we usually do rope drop when we go to some of the parks, but here's how we do it. We do the smaller rides first before and let everyone else begin the 3 hour line waits for the other rides. So, for example, if you're at Magic Kingdom, what we do is let everyone else go to Space Mountain and Mine Train. We go start with Tomorrowland Speedway, the Barnstormer, and Dumbo and work our way. And of course, People Mover too. This way, you're experiencing everything the park has to offer without waiting 3 hours in line to ride a 3 minute roller coaster. So, anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, at Epcot is probably the best park for hot days because most of its the stuff that's at Epcot is indoors. And and it's a great way to beat the heat. So this week we are going to cover my top 5 indoor locations at Epcot. Number 5, the Connections Eatery. So this is their new quick service, which replaced the electric umbrella, and it's great. It has all sorts of food, all great seating. It's just a great place to sit down, fuel up your stomach, and charge your batteries so that you are ready to go to your next thing. Hi, Zully2. Thank you for watching. Number 4 on my top 5 indoor locations at Epcot is The Seas with Nemo and Friends. So, The Seas with Nemo and Friends is not only a great ride, it's also a fantastic pavilion. Thank you for subscribing. It's also an amazing aquarium pavilion, which used to be known as the Living Seas before Disney turned it all Nemo themed. But it's still a great place to see all these amazing aquatic creatures, the fish, the manatees, the dolphins. Hi, Jesse Watson. And during the afternoon, they have a thing called Dive Quest, where for a huge fee, you can actually scuba dive and swim with these amazing animals, which is cool. It's awesome that they're still doing that. It really is. Number 3, the Mexican Pyramid in the Mexico Pavilion. Now, this is where about 85% of the pavilion is. It's indoors, and it has an amazing restaurant. It has a great restaurant, some great drinks, and of course, the Grand Fiesta Tour with the 3 Caballeros, which is the only reason why we go in the pyramid. and it's a fantastic ride, and it's awesome. Number two, the Rotunda in the American Adventure Pavilion. Now, this is a great place to just sit down and relax, look at their new Portraits of Courage exhibit where they have portraits of people who have been in helping this country since 9/11, and of course, a great place to see my buddies, the Voices of Liberty, who rocked it the other day with their annual 4th of July Echo sets. And I hope to one day catch them on the 4th. And I sent one of my friends who sings with the Voices a note saying, wishing them luck. And I hope the message was delivered. And my number one indoor location at Epcot, the Land. So, the Land is a great place. It it's a pavilion at Epcot that's fully indoors, and it has great food. It ha- it has the Garden Grill, Awesome Planet hosted by Ty Burrell, Living with the Land, and of course, Soren. And again, it's just another great place to just eat, soak up some AC, and it has two great rides. So that's a 3-in-1 right there. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite indoor location is at Epcot. And now it is time for Diz or Dat. So on both coasts, they have a Tower of Terror-esque sequence ride. At Disney's Hollywood Studios, it's the original Tower of Terror, which of course sends you into the Twilight Zone and uncovers the mystery of 5 missing people who disappeared on October 31st, 1939. And and of course it has that Twilight Zone theme, which I'm not sure how long that's going to stick around since CBS owns the Twilight Zone. Hi YouTube RRR. This channel, the topic of this stream is Disney, and because this channel is about doing Disney for people with disabilities. But as I was saying, so at Disney's Hollywood Studios, we have the Tower of Terror, and at Disney's California Adventure, they have what used to be their Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, but now it's Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. In that version, you have the Guardians trying to escape the Collector's Fortress. And when you're in the queue, you can actually see some hidden elements that used to be part of former Disneyland rides, such as the original Yeti from the Matterhorn. So let me know in the chat or in the comments which tower ride you prefer, Diz, Tower of Terror, or DAT, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. And now it is time for my humble opinion. So of course we have the Disney Skyliner, which takes you to many of the resorts between Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and of course to those two parks as well. And of course, and those hotels that have stations are Caribbean Beach, which is like the TTC for Skyliner, the Riviera, and of course my two of my personal favorites, Pop Century, and my big favorite, Art of Animation. But what I think Disney should do is have another Skyliner track. at least one more Skyliner track, one that connects Animal Kingdom Lodge to Animal Kingdom. My dad and I have been talking about that for a long time. They should have a Skyliner line that goes from Animal Kingdom Lodge to Animal Kingdom. That way, people have another way besides driving or taking the bus to go to Animal Kingdom. And what I think is that they should also have a Skyliner station that goes from one of the water parks to Disney Springs. Not sure how that would work because people would be all wet, but they should at least do one that connects Animal Kingdom Lodge to Animal Kingdom. That's my humble opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So, the Country Bear Musical Jamboree will open on July 17th, aka Disneyland's birthday in California. But before that, this coming week, they're going to have cast member previews of the show. So we will be getting a good look of what the show is. Of course, it's a new version of the Country Bear show that we all know and love. But now the Bears will have a new look, and they'll be singing some in country style versions of iconic Disney songs. What we know so far is that they'll be doing A Whole New World, Try Everything, and Bare Necessities, but can't wait to see what the other songs are. I it's gonna be great, and I heard that they're even bringing back a song from the original version. I'm hoping it's Mama Don't Whoop Lil Buford, but I highly doubt it because of Disney these days. But I am looking forward to seeing how this show turns out and if it really holds true to the original show. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. For this week's shout outs, make sure you guys check out Nate, aka Paging Mr. Morrow. He does amazing vlogs every single week. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Maria over at LBV TV. She does amazing vlogs and live streams from the parks all the time. Definitely check her out as well. Also, make sure you guys check out my pal Joey over at Tastes Like Disney. He does great videos, including ones where he makes food from the parks. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Samantha Lowe. She did a preview of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is now open. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, Kwaharini.